average must not exceed 70 kilos for the two men.
There's a great rivalry here between Poland and Italy, has been for the last three years or so. The Poles were Olympic champions, and then Italy last year in 2001 were world champions, with Poland second. So a lot to prove here. Very different styles between Italy and Poland. Italy sitting low, driving the legs, but both doubles like to go out in front. Poland quite upright and a long lay back.
Here are the Greeks out in lane number 1. Didn't have an entry in this boat class last year, but as I mentioned earlier on, these two men already silver medalists from last year's lightweight quad. And of course, the Greeks, Dan, they'll be looking to get as many successful crews through to Athens for the Olympic Games.
Absolutely. In Australia here, new combination. Dan Stewart was 7th in 2001, and Karash was 7th in the Olympics. So a hopeful combination there, looking ahead to the Olympics. But these are the men out in front, and look at that power on the leg drive. Just see how they drive off the front. Those sculls almost tied together. They're so perfectly in time. And the boat just not bouncing at all, and they've already got 3/4 of a length on Poland, their closest rivals.
Well, I did say at the beginning, if there was a crew at this regatta that I'd put my house on, it would be these two. They've looked absolutely splendid right the way through the season, and indeed right the way through this regatta. And through the first quarter, they've virtually got clear water over the Olympic champions, with, as you can see, Germany and Denmark the next two in line. But it's all very close for second and third at the moment. But Luini and Pettinari, they're the reason, really, why the likes of Basilini can't get into the Olympic Games.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they're at 40 strokes a minute there. That's the way Italy is rowing at the moment. They go out so hard and fast. They're up around 38, 40 strokes a minute. Nobody else really matches that. Everybody else settles down to around 37, 38, hoping to get a good rhythm that will carry them. But Italy just keep driving and driving and driving. And they've pretty well outsmarted Poland. Poland, with that bouncy stroke of theirs, they lie back and you see their boat just bouncing through the middle of the stroke. You see they dive the boat a little bit. They row it very, very differently. It's worked for them in the past, but it hasn't worked for them against Italy this year. Denmark, good double there. Good experienced guys here as well. Moving well. They were 6th last year.
Yes, they're right up with the Poles. They're very close, just about in third place now in this second quarter of the race. And Luini and Pettinari still very much in control, able to watch everything that's happening either to their left or indeed to their right. But at the moment, they're not under pressure. Poland in second place, just the bow of the Danes in third spot. Half the race done, half to go. And Luini and Pettinari 1:32.62, still the quickest boat on the water in the first part of the race. The Poles second quickest, and the Danes quickening in that second quarter.
But this Italian double is a lesson to all lightweights. They just need to sit there and watch how aggressive they are, how tough they are in the water, how accurate, how well drilled they are. But that tremendous power through the middle of the stroke to the finish is quite extraordinary. They just put the whole thing together. They link up that stroke beautifully. And Poland, who was so dominant in the Olympics there, and no slouches at all, are still struggling there. They've got about quarter of a length of clear water to make up before they get an overlap, with 750 meters to go. But both of these doubles clear of the field now.
It must be difficult now for the Polish duo to know what to do, Dan.
Well, the Polish double are they've done the world fastest time. They're a very, very quick double. They did 6 minutes 14:57 back in Aiguebelette in 1997. They have absolutely dominated double sculling until Luini and Pettinari came on the scene, and that was a double made in heaven. So here, that time may well be under pressure, because we've been seeing records going, fastest times being knocked off all through the first day's racing. Is it going to happen again here?
It's interesting to follow that historical pattern as we come into the final quarter. Kucharski and Seitz, who took the world title in '97 and '98. Then they had injury problems in '99, so that was the time that Crispi and Pettinari took the world title for Italy. Then the Poles, as you rightly said, bounced back to take the Olympic title, but ever since then it's been the Italians on top. I just wonder, Dan, what the Poles feel they have to do to put themselves back on terms with the Italians.
Well, I think that there's not much they can do. Italy is having such a resurgence in their lightweight rowing. They are medaling in every single lightweight men's event. This is really their prime boat. And you can see there that the Poles are really taking a quick look round. They can see how far they've got to go, throwing up quite a lot of water, but they are closing. Italy's been maintaining that 40 strokes a minute all the way over the course, and Poland is closing. That'll give them a bit of hope for next year, but they ain't going to catch them, not this time. Just look how Pettinari just slams his legs down. The moment he feels that Poland are making a move on him, he just closes the door.
Mind you, there's a fine battle going on here for the bronze medal, and Denmark are just getting the better of the argument with Germany. This is Madsen Rasmussen and Rasmus Hansen getting the better of Peter Ording and Manu Bremer for that bronze medal. And this is a terrific performance from the Danes from lane number 6.
Absolutely great finish there. But again, a last shot there of Pettinari slamming the legs down as they come storming across the line here, well clear of the field, well clear of their old rivals, Poland, and it's going to be Denmark just squeezing there into third place for bronze.
Yes, the Danes are closing rapidly there on Poland in the last 150 metres. 6:10.80 for Pettinari and Luini. Well, subject to staying healthy, it's not easy to see who's going to stop these two from completing a hat-trick of world titles in front of their home crowd at next year's Worlds in Milan.